All right, this evening I'm going to do a 6-month review of the Smackdown Rod Holders. Now I'm going to say this up front, Smackdown actually sent me 6 of these rod holders. The other 6 I bought myself. I also bought the MulTbars that the rod holders are on, which I will talk about later as a bonus on this video. Now, when I first got these rod holders, I did make a video about putting them on the boat. And in that video, I said that I liked these rod holders, that I had seen them maybe a year before and really wanted to get them on my boat. Now, has my opinion changed? No, it has not. I really do like these rod holders. And I think the main reason is because they are thick. So they're not going to bend easily and they're not going to fall apart easily. And just like my other boats have been abusive to them, and the plastic has not come off yet. It's been really, really solid. I've had previous rod holders from previous companies that had the plastic coming off and they got bent. And I will say that was 100% my fault, but it did happen. Now I am going to show you one negative thing with these, and it's the vampire teeth that's on these rod holders. I get my net stuck on this quite a bit because if I'm going up and over, the net will go right into that. And I'm sure a cast net would do the same thing if you cast it near one of these rod holders. So just keep that in mind. These can catch on things. Outside of that, that's pretty much the only negative about these rod holders. The positive is, as you can see, you got multiple ways to put your rods in the rod holders. And you can put 2 in here and you still have full access to your rods. I've done this a few times. You've probably seen me do it in videos in the past. Another way that I haven't used that much is straight up and down like this. Supposedly this is good for planer boards, and I think I might try using this more often when I'm dragging for catfish. And then you have, for drifting, it's not exactly 90 degrees, but it's still good for drifting. And if you want your rod even lower, you can put it off to the side. Still not 90 degrees, but it's closer. And then you have bottom fishing, like that. There's really not much I can say about rod holders, so this is going to probably be a short video. Now, I did buy their bases. As you can see in this quick clip, it is a rubberized base that goes into the Excel track. And I really like the way they designed them. They lock in there solid. All right, take number 3 on this part of the video. Now, while I was recording the first part of this video, my GoPro decided to delete everything after what I just said. And then I tried re-recording this with a new Sony camera, the Sony ZV-1F. And what that Sony recorded was nauseating. The background was just going in and out of focus, causing a crazy light show. So here I am in the garage with the GoPro Hero 8 trying this again. Now, what I said during the deleted time on the GoPro was the Excel gunnel here is absolutely solid, and that includes the track system. And when you combine it with the Smackdown rod holder base, man, you have extra cleats on the boat. It is solid. There's absolutely nothing that can pull those bases out of the tracks. Excel has definitely overbuilt their boat. I'm impressed with the boat just as much as impressed with the rod holders. They're both built solid. Let's not talk about the other issues I've had with this boat right now and keep it positive. Although I do want to mention the MulTbars. Now, the MulTbars, they have not fared as well as the actual rod holders. And I think that's because I have beat them to death. On my previous boat, I've hit my garage door with them, I've hit trees with them, I've caught big fish with them, and with all of that use, it made them loose. It also started chipping some of the paint off of it. And the worst of it are on the blocks. And as you can see, these blocks, they didn't come from my jet boat. They actually came from Melton Hill Bill's boat. I played musical blocks so I could have black and white rod holders. These used to be red, so now Milton Hill Bill has red ones, and I have black ones. And his black cubes here have a lot of paint coming off of them. Now, one thing I did to shore up the MulTbars, there are Allen keys here to help lock it into place. And what I did was I drilled it out a little bit, and then I put the key in there to just make it rock solid. Of course, you can see it does move a little bit, but that is the actual boat metal moving. I really hope that I don't ever rip these off, or have to get the back of the boat re-welded. But for now, they work pretty good. And even after all of this use, having it on multiple boats, seeing it on other boats, and seeing the other problems other people have with the MulTbars, if I got another boat, I would buy another pair of MulTbars. I would buy them in a heartbeat. I do like the MulTbars. That means if I ever sell this boat, I'll probably leave the MulTbars on here just because it matches the boat. Makes it look really good. Definitely let me know in the comments below, do the MulTbars enhance the looks of my boat? It definitely enhances the functionality. Now, the GoPro didn't delete me fishing after talking about the rod holders. So here's me fishing with a bait that impresses me every time I fish with it on a lake that's not known for catfish. All right, I got all my baits out. Let's see if something eats the Asian carp. And this is the bait I'm using, Blue River Carp. Blue River Carp sent me this bait to use. And I'm definitely not using it at the best possible lake. But who knows, a big 50-pounder might drop by. Let's see what happens. Man. All right. Wow. I don't have it clipped on the planer board. I'll have to go back and get it. This guy's fighting pretty good. Oh, I think he got off. Oh no. Man. You know, I wonder if they're hitting these invisible spooks I put on here. These cheapo spooks. Hitting that, and then it's just not hooking up right. I don't know. The hook is plenty sharp. Wow. That was a good fish, too. And I'm surprised because this lake is not really known for catfish. But as the old saying goes, you don't know until you throw. And I wasn't even recording when that takedown happened. Now I gotta chase down my planer board back there and get these back in the water. All right, no more bites. I did have a snag, but it popped out of the snag. And it's getting cold. I forgot my jacket, so it's been, you know, kind of cold out here, but now that the sun's going down, it's going to get really cold out here. And I don't want to be out here in a t-shirt in the cold. I was in a hurry to get to the boat ramp and forgot my jacket. I can handle colder weather, but if it's 30 degrees outside, I don't want to be in a t-shirt. I've wore shorts in 45-degree weather fishing for you guys before in the past. Now, thankfully, this is more of a review video for a Sunday, so it's okay for me to get skunked. Now, if you don't think it's okay for me to publish a skunked video like this, let me know in the comments below. At least we had something massive eat the carp bait. That stuff surprises me every time I use it. Now I'm going to reel these up and head back to the ramp. Now please let me know if you use Smackdown rod holders or MulTbars and what you think about them in the comments below. There will definitely be other people wanting to know about these rod holders and the MulTbars, and they might look in the comments to see other people's reactions to using this rod holder system. I think the best thing about this rod holder system is that it saves space. A lot of the other systems have a bar that will go from one side to the other, which means you lose access to the back of your boat and to, you know, walking around here on the dance floor, on the elevated dance floor. Honestly, I'd rather have a dance floor that's not elevated, but there's no catfish boat like that. So I have to use what I gotta use. I am trying to talk in between the wind spurts and hoping that a catfish will grab one of my baits while I'm doing the closing. It doesn't look like it's happening today. Came around this curve and it's really windy. So I think I'm going to get these up real quick, head back to the ramp. I want to thank you guys for taking your time out of your day to watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. Maybe if I talk fast enough, I can talk without wind noise, which is happening right now. This is fun. It's pushing the boat around too. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time.